Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Echolan number 20 CSGO 3v3 Grand Final. Today we have XVC up against Subscript. We're going into this knife round to start, and we will be seeing XVC on the CT side and Subscript on the T side. We will see the knife round starting. Panther gets the first kill up onto Pups. S'mores gets one, Panther gets the second. Trip finishes that off with the third kill, and now we will see what side they do choose. This map choice did come down to Subscript, and as such they have actually chosen to swap sides, taking the CT side, which is quite favourable on cash, and they'll be looking to have quite a strong CT side, you'd have to say. Now, unlike yesterday, these games will be going to a round of, first to 16, regular old competitive, along with we are going over 3 maps that will be Cash, Cobble, and then in the end Dust 2. So we do look forward to this. We're just going to wait for this to start. We do see the armor coming out on Bop and Pups, with a bit of utility on S'mores, obviously with the bomb. Panther does have a couple of flashes, but we do see the armor coming out on DJ, Benny G, and Trip. So it'll be interesting to see where we go here. The bomb is going through into A main, just slowing it down quite a bit, and they will be doing quite a slow push, and we do have Trip obviously holding from behind the truck, but we do see Panther coming up from highway just to keep an eye on that A site, whilst DJ Benny G is holding on his own over towards B. We'll be seeing it coming out now. The smokes do come out, the flashes come out, so we are expecting this rush. They do know that it's coming. They will rotate, will come in from Trip. Now Trip is obviously sitting at the back. The bomb will go down, and now these T's just have to hold this off. Panther gets the first kill off onto S'mores. DJ Benny G picks up another. Trip picks up the third. 3 headshots in the round, and this will go down. Team Ace coming out for the lovely guys over at Subscript, and we will see the first round going to these CTs. So on this T side, I don't believe we'll see too much coming out here. We may see a small amount of utility, possibly the armor, but I doubt the helmets. And we will see what comes out. Not even armor, not even some utility. So we will just be seeing the full eco, obviously, so they can go into this third round, hopefully, and have a good, strong gun round. But we will see the 2 UMPs coming out with a deagle on Panther. We will be seeing the bomb just sort of coming through garage. We will be seeing them just sort of sitting and waiting here. Now they will be looking to gain some sort of mid control here, I'd assume. However, we do see that DJ Benny G has sort of pushed into checkers already. Panther is keeping an eye on there, but we will see the push through vents. First kill goes to Benny G, second kill goes to Benny G. Ace to Benny G, what a shot with the UMP, finishes it off with his USP, and will give his team the 2-0 lead and an excellent buy up into this round. We see the orb coming out onto Panther. DJ Benny G will be sticking with the UMP, Trip also with the UMP, but now we see the AKs coming out onto XVC. And we are looking forward to what should be an excellent first gun round. We do see this starting towards A site, but Benny G may push in here. Actually, he does push in through the smoke. He gets popped out by Pups Boy. Now, he will move towards this A site, but now the rotate is coming through from Panther, who, once he gets a hold from Truck, may be able to do a bit of damage. But S'mores doesn't know this yet, so he will peek, and he may get taken out by Panther here. Panther has been spotted out. We do see the Trip is going to get shots off onto S'mores, but not able to take him out. It's up to Bop and S'mores now, and Bop, will actually get the kill onto Trip now. It's all up to Panther. This bomb can go down, but it will just be sitting, and they do need to pick this up and get a good angle, but Panther will be able to hold this off. He will, in fact, rotate through around to mid, so we're trying to get a slightly better angle. Also, nice pick onto S'mores. What a shot. And now they do know where he probably is, and Bop will be keeping an eye out for this. They've only got 40 seconds, and he has to pull out something here. Now, whether he decides to go for the bomb, whether he tries to go for this pick, we will find out in just a second, but he will rotate towards the mid, and Panther will peek around the corner. He knows where he is now, and he will pop out. He gets the shoulder peek, and he will be backing away with 19 health. And we do see with the deagle, he knows that he's obviously tagged down quite heavily, and he gets this pop off, he gets the shot, down to 5 HP. Now, he's got 13 seconds to end this round, and if Panther decides to just move away and save here, he will be quite lucky. 5 seconds, gets the pick onto Bop, and that's 3-0 to Subscript. Do see the economy rolling quite high here for Subscript here. They've still got that AWP up, but they've got enough to buy out again on this CT side. The M4's coming out for both Benny G and Trip, whereas we will be seeing just a simple pistols out on this T side. And we will be seeing what looks to be a rush towards A main. Will they do just rush through? I'm not too sure. We've also got the P250s and we're not looking too bad. However, we will be seeing Trip holding this angle onto A main, who will be sort of holding sort of a good squeaky angle as well. DJ Benny G is actually over on this B site, but S'mores and Bop are actually getting the boost up here as well, so there is holding that angle, and Panther is around towards this A site. He will be waiting to see what comes out of this. If Popboy does peek, he does peek, he manages to avoid getting shot. Gets out on the site, and S'mores actually takes down Panther. Now, Bobs actually goes down to Trip as well. It's all up to Popboy Jesus now, and he's got a lot of work to do. He's got the AWP, however, so he's got a slight advantage here, but he will get peeked out, and DJ Benny G will absolutely destroy him. We will be seeing the first death onto Panther that round as well, but should be good enough for him to buy up, possibly just an M4. No, gets given the AWP for free. Obviously being able to pick that back up. We will see 2 AKs and just an AWP coming out onto Bop, so interesting to see where XVC go with this play. They will be looking to get some form of mid control, or at least popping out the smokes, trying to possibly fake out mid, but S'mores will pop through straight into the fire. Through the fire and the flames, he will not be carrying on, and Panther takes that first pick out, and now he knows that Popboy is obviously out on site. He will run back into mid and just gets away in the smoke in time, and oh, the peak just at the wrong time. He will have seen him there, and now they do know the movement is obviously slightly more towards this B site. DJ Benny G is watching vents. He's obviously aware that that player was ready to pop through. And we do see that Trip is now pushing Squeaky to sort of guarantee there is no A-site push. Now, Bop and Popboy do have to do something here, and they will be still peeking at mid, so this could be costly, but they will be, don't know if they know that Benny G is there. We'll get the first pick onto him, gets the second, and a double kill to Benny G to end this round, picks up an AK, and now it is 5-0 to Subscript. Now, yesterday we did see some very strong performances from both of these teams. XVC going quite strong in their games. I believe they won their semi-final 12-2, 12-3, and we did actually, they actually won their semi-final 13-0, and we did see Subscript actually win their semi-final 12-2, I believe. And we will see first pick coming out on Pups. What a shot! Gets his AK back. He'll be happy with that. And now we do see this rotate coming in. Panther will throw this fire out onto the site. He will take the shot at S'mores, doesn't manage to land the shot. Trip is coming through vents, and they don't know this yet, but he will be a bit awkward, but Bomb will go down onto the site. Pups does manage to pick up Panther, and now it's a 3v1, and Popboy helps him pick up the round with the ace, and what a round it is for XVC. Now, we do see the AWP coming back out onto Bop. We see an M4 on S'mores. This is basically a free round for them. They've got all these guns for free. The AWP does come back out onto Panther, an M4, and the UMP on Trip. We will be seeing a boost here into mid. We will see that coming up here with the AWP. And now, we do obviously see coming into A main. We do actually have Panther gone down already. That's a nice play, and now they don't know whether they're going on this A site or not. They will be seeing, obviously, rotations coming through. Should they know this is not B site. DJ Benny G is still sitting on that B site, so not too much to worry about. But Trip will be holding from truck, but there's no control over the site here for them, and they will have to get the rotate round. Popboy takes out Trip. Now it's all on Benny G. The bomb will go down from S'mores, and it's up to Popboy here. Can actually get the ace should he so desire, but it's all up to Benny G. If he wants to win this round, he will need the ace himself, so we'll see that shot coming through and getting the pop, and we do expect Benny G ticks out Bop, and now it is all up to these two boys. Pups can get this, but gets peeked by S'mores, and that will go in favor of XVC, picking up their second round. The bomb goes down, and that's quite an easy one, with the extra $800 for the bomb obviously being planted. We do see just a bit of armor coming out here, CZ coming out onto Trip. We're seeing basically a save, the CZ's coming out, so slight eco, not forcing too far into this round, and still keeping enough money to sort of come back into it without losing another couple of rounds before we see a gun round. So we do see this rush basically coming, sort of pushed into mid, and S'mores is holding this A main. We will see the bomb actually rushing out onto mid, and whether they do decide to make this push, but both Benny G and Panther are watching this A site and have no idea that the bomb is there. Trip is on B site, so he'll be holding that tight angle, and we do see the bomb now moving away from mid, but we do see obviously Pup Boy is pushing up mid, so he's looking to get the pick onto the guys rotating from A site once they know. We do see that obviously Bop will spot out Trip, gets the pick onto him, and now this rotate should come through, and we will be seeing Panther and Benny coming onto this site. Benny gets through the smoke, gets popped by S'mores. Now it's all up to Panther, and S'mores will be looking good here. The bomb will go down with him, and now they just have to hold this side off. Panther really has nothing to lose here, so he will be trying to go for a retake, see if he can get a weapon out of this. If not, absolutely destroys Pups, gets taken out by Bop, and that is the double kill and the third round on the board for XVC, which I do believe is probably one of the closest games we've seen at this tournament so far. Now, we do obviously see the buy coming out for Subscript. They will be doing quite a nice one here. They'll just come out with a couple of M4s. We've got the 3 M4s. We've obviously still got the 2 AKs and the AWP, and now they'll be playing, you'd expect Subscript to be playing a little bit faster, if not forcing XVC to play a little bit slower, but Panther actually coming right up for the boost, ready for this. He's waiting, he gets the pick onto Bop. What a great position from Panther. Now it's a 2-on-3, and this push towards A site could be cut off quite easily by Trip, should he find them out here. Panther obviously has an advantage. He will be holding from truck. The bomb will be coming into A main, but whether Benny decides to flank around early, yeah, he will start his flank now. S'mores does pick up Trip, has a go at Panther, but he will molly down, and we will see bomb going down. Bomb goes down. Now Panther picks it up, gets the ace and the defuse, and we will be seeing round number 9 going to Subscript. 6-3 now. Amazing plays from Panther there to pull that one back. Now we do see 2 AKs and the AWP out on XVC. We do obviously see 2 of the AKs and an M4 on the side of Subscript, and we will be seeing the controls trying to come towards mid. S'mores may not push through this smoke. He will actually flash, and he may pop flash this. I'm not too sure. The boost is here again, but there's not too many eyes on it this time around when Pups is boosting him, so he can actually drop here into mid. They do have mid control, but whether they know DJ Benny G is holding right underneath this vent, I do not know. They obviously know there may be someone here, but the bomb is actually coming around and may spot out Panther if he's not careful, and Benny G, but Checkers is stacked, and S'mores getting the first spot into there, and he will get picked up, will Pup Boy. Now the second one, DJ Benny G goes down. Now Panther, and he gets popped in the back, and now it's all up to Trip in a 2v1. S'mores is looking for an ace here, and should he be lucky enough, the bomb is actually going to rotate back around, and they may, no, I do believe, yeah, we will see this rotate, and quite a good call here from Trip, understanding that they will be rotating around. We do obviously see S'mores coming out. He does have the bomb here, so he's still going to smoke off the site, try and get in that control, and knowing that these are coming out, as Trip will be playing for this, he will be waiting for a peek. He's actually going to try and get onto the site here. And now he will be holding back, so they don't know that he's here. He gets the first pick onto S'mores. Now all it is Bop. If he can get the peek onto him, he's going to be lucky. And now we do see Bop gets the flash, but doesn't do anything to Trip. Now he's just holding this angle. He will rotate around, and depending on how we see this, Bop does know where the player is, so he's got an advantage. The time runs out, and Trip takes the kill. That's no money for these Ts, and this will be very difficult now. 11th round is in, and 7-3 up to Subscript. A very strong CT side, and I could see this going quite easily both ways. We do see two AKs coming out. I'm not too sure what we're seeing off Bop. It just seems, yep, he will buy an AK as well. So we do see the AK coming out. The bomb has been left at T-spawn, but the A main rush looks to be coming here. We will be popping two guys into A main. We do have the mid control going to Panther with his AWP. And the nade coming in, actually tagging up S'mores, taking him down to 85 here. And now we will be seeing what comes of this. DJ Benny G actually going for quite a smart boost, checking that there's no one in Sunroom. Quite a good little boost. And Panther is still holding mid. S'mores is obviously boosted up here onto the boxes, and we do see that obviously the only person holding this site is Trip, whilst Bop is actually rotating, looking for that possible flank that could come out. However, this bomb will be dropped in A main, and they will risk taking this site. The smokes and flashes should be coming out here. Now it's all up to Trip, who will throw the flash out. He was expecting the pop, he's just going to sit there. Panther has come around to this site, so he's ready for any push that comes. And now they do make this push, but Bop coming up from behind will be possibly getting a good flank here from Highway, but S'mores gets spotted out, gets taken, actually doesn't manage to get taken down by Trip, but will get taken out by Panther. Now Panther is gone down 2 pups, so now S'mores with this flank around, but no, they're both on site here. Now it's all up to DJ Benny G. Let's try and take these picks out. On S'mores, he's spotted him, he knows where he is, so if they can get this pick, Pups shouldn't peek here, but if they spotted him, they know, he gets the peek him at the same time. S'mores actually gets taken out, and now it's all on Pup. He gets the pick onto DJ Benny G, picks up the double kill and the round win. Now, we will see that severely damage the economy of Subscript, and this could affect them quite hard here. Only 3.5, so 3 grand at most. They do go for the pistol buy, a bit of armor, some utility. So we will see them sort of forcing into this round. Not too bad. Now, we will be seeing, obviously, they do know that this will most likely be an eco, so they've actually gone for this sort of mid-control. We've actually got DJ Benny G pushed right up onto Garage, pushing through Garage here at the moment. And Bop will, DJ Benny G will get, oh, pops his head off by Pups. What a shot. Through the smoke from Bop as well, and now it's all on Trip, who will get the pick onto Bop, and now they know where he is. They'll go and get this plant over on B site, but it's all about this now, because Trip now has an AWP and will be standing quite a good chance should he try and retake this site. There is no kit, however, so we will be seeing if the post plant positions are good enough from XVC. We'll be seeing this round quite easily go the way of the T's. But whether Trip decides to just save this AWP in the end or not, I'm not too sure. But that would bring the score back to 7-5, and we could be seeing quite a tight half here. And whether he knows that Pup is behind that box, I'm not too sure. I do believe he may just look. He's going to just run. He's going to save this AWP here. Not a bad idea either. Will help with the economy, and is probably a better weapon to actually form a buy around rather than having to go for the M4. So we'll go for the save, just holding back near the T-spawn, and we will be seeing not the best to come out for Subscript here. Obviously Subscripts are actually called XVC in the top bar. That is not able to be fixed by myself. However, we do see this rush towards B going straight in. We're coming through B, and we will see just straight. Benny G in checkers, gets the first pick onto S'mores. Coming get, oh, gets taken out by Pup Boy. Very unlucky there. He did obviously have the edge on him, and now we do see the AWP on Trip, so he'll be coming around and trying to get a pick up here, but the bomb will go down, and now Panther coming around will be trying to get an angle here. Up in heaven, gets the spot onto Pups, but he has moved now, and I don't believe that was spotted that he had moved, but now they will know. They do obviously know that Trip is up in heaven, but do they know? As Panther comes around onto the side, gets picked up by Bop, and now it's Panther with the Molotov actually taking that out here, and now Trip will be looking to save this up yet again, and now the scores will come back to 7-6. Pup will get away just with his... No, he doesn't even get away with his life, so not going too well for XVC, but they do win the round and have enough to buy up again. So we will be seeing this score at 7-6, and this is a very strong T-side now coming out from XVC. We should see a buy coming in here for Subscript, and it will come out. We do see obviously the 2 AKs and the AWP back on their side, and the 2 M4s and an AWP for Subscript, and they'll be looking to take this round out, you'd have to say. They'll be wanting to go into this half 9-6 at the very least, but we do see obviously the play starting more towards A main. We do see Trip obviously holding that angle that he does hold so often. We see Bop gets tagged down by that high explosive, nothing really happening too much. Panther still trying to keep all that mid control, so he knows that there's no one at mid. This execute does look like it will be coming out onto this A site now though, and they don't know that Trip is in that corner, I don't believe, so they don't have that advantage of sort of knowing where he is. He may peek them, and should he peek them here, he does have an advantage. The Molotov doesn't actually manage to do anything, goes straight into the smoke, so we will be expecting a relatively strong play. We do still have Benny holding the other side, but we're coming out onto the site. First pick goes to S'mores with Trip, picks up another onto Panther. Now it's all up to Benny G with this M4 coming out onto the site. The bomb should go down, but no, it's still got to come out of A main, so he's got a chance if he can take down this bomb carrier here. Picks up one, picks up two, and Benny G has the advantage here over Bop. Obviously he's got the AWP, and now obviously he knows where this player is now, and he's got the spot. Gets taken out by Bop. What a play. The team ace coming out from XVC, and they tie it up at 7-all. Now we do see, may decide to force here. This is obviously the last round of the half, so we'll see Subscript forcing into this round. A relative buy coming out from XVC, obviously getting as much utility as they can, buying up, giving themselves the best chance they can here. We do see going for the mid control here. We do see actually a push coming out from Benny G, pushing through, gets the first pick onto Bop, and now you have to be careful here. Actually goes to the reload, and Pup will have spotted that. They do know that Pup is pushing now, and I do believe that Trip will take advantage of this as well by pushing into A main, so should they decide to rotate back this way, he does have the advantage on them. Now Benny is hiding behind that box. Panther will drop down out of vents. They get the double peek onto him. He's tagged up down to 61 now, and the push actually going here towards A main. The bomb goes down, and now this is Subscript's round to lose. Pups will be coming towards A, but this should be a hard one for him to win. But this half should go 8-7 in favour of Subscript, and we will be looking very close. They're just going to push through vents into checkers, coming around, popping through B, and I don't believe we'll see too much coming out of this. We do have Trip obviously watching the bomb. We have Panther also on the bomb, and DJ Benny G watching for that mid control. He will maybe expecting this, but maybe not. He gets picked up by Pups, not expecting that at all. They do now know where Pups is though, and now all Trip has to do is hold this. The flash does come in to try and pick up this bomb, and first pick goes to Panther with the headshot. Amazing shot there, and the team ace comes out for Subscript. We go into this half 8-7 up, and we do happen to see them coming onto this T side. That was very strong from both teams, very even, and we obviously see the rounds evenly shared, 5-3, 2-4, and then the last round obviously going in favour of Subscript. Now we'll have to see just where they go with this, and we will see the armor coming out on the CTs. We do see a bit of utility coming out on Benny G, and the armor coming out for Subscript. They will be rushing B here. S'mores will be looking to get the first pick. Does manage to take out Benny G, but Trip coming through picks up S'mores straight up onto the site, but Trip will be tagging up Pups again as well. They don't know that Bop is in heaven just yet, I don't believe, but they will in a second. He does have a couple of shots, so they do know where he is now, and Panther actually holding checkers more so here. So he's got a slight advantage should they push onto this site from a different angle. Gets the pick onto Pups. Now it's all up to Bop. Gets taken out by Panther. And what a play. Bomb goes down, leading 9-7. Now, we will see a buy coming out here from Subscript, sorry. We do see the AK coming out, 2 UMPs on Benny and Trip, the AK on Panther. Scout on S'mores with just sort of the armor buy onto the CTs. Trip will go and try and get the first blood out on mid, but will actually not be able to manage to get onto Pop. So got that mid control. Now Squeaky, Benny is coming through Squeaky. Whether Bob expects this or not, I'm not too sure, but Panther is watching A main. Now if they actually execute this well, they've got A site all to themselves, and Bob gets absolutely smashed through the head there with that bullet. Now it's all up to S'mores on the rotate. All he's got is a scout and a dream, and the bomb should go down quite easily here. The site is clear, obviously. Just expect this bomb to go down, and like I said, a scout and a dream for S'mores. Don't believe he will be doing too much with this, and whether he decides to just sort of hold back and save this scout could be quite useful going into the next round. I do believe that is what he will do, but we will actually see site just being held relatively simple. Post plant positions looking quite good, and should S'mores actually push into A main, he has been spotted out here, so they've got the advantage of knowing where he is, and Panther may actually try and flank him around here, coming through this mid and through the garage. So S'mores is keeping an eye out. He may have actually spotted Benny, I don't know, and Benny will actually be hopping around to try and get this kill. He will peek out. He does manage to take him out, and that's a great kill there from Panther. And we do see the round ending and that scout going down as well. So nice and simple from these boys here. We do see this will obviously be going in favor of Subscript, and now we have to see just what we can get. 10-7, we've got the UMP sticking on Benny and Trip. This push into mid actually looking quite good for S'mores. Doesn't manage to pick anyone up. Trip and Panther picking up basically the double there with the assist. Subscript, Panther actually gets the third there, and 2 for Trip, 1 for Panther. Easy round. Now whether they decide to stick with these UMPs till they die, which I do believe they will be doing, we do see a buy now coming out onto XVC. The 2 M4s onto Bop and Pups, FAMAS on S'mores, and this should be the first round that they do stand a good chance of taking here. They do stack 2 towards this A site. We'll be seeing only Pups towards B. They will be holding, and now Benny will be sort of coming around. He'll be pushing towards Checkers, pushes into Checkers. Now action happening more towards mid here. The bomb is now in Checkers. It's gone through vents, and the mid control has basically been given up here, and now Renee's coming onto the site, gets taken out by Benny G, and now they've got a retake to do here, but Panther's still actually flanking around already. If he pushes through mid now, he will actually see through the connector that he will have an advantage here. He does actually push through, and will have the advantage coming up behind Bop here, whether he knows it or not. You just see him there. He's actually just waiting. He knows. He picks up Bop, and now everything to worry about for S'mores. Picks up S'mores as well. Gets the double kill, and it's all over. 12-7 now, and they've got one hell of an advantage coming out, and all they need now, 4 more rounds to take this map out, with XVC not looking too good. I do see Deagles coming out on Pups and Bop, P250 out on S'mores, obviously an M4 UMP and an AK on the side of Subscript, and this push into A main looking quite good. Trip will be just holding here, just keeping an eye out for what's happening, and there is actually a stack on A site, so they are expecting an A push here, and there's not a bad call, but we do see that the bomb is obviously down, so we'll be seeing Trip getting the peek out here. Does spot out Pups, and we'll be waiting, but he may actually get picked off here should S'mores decide to peek this angle, but obviously it's only a P250 and a couple of Deagles up against this UMP. It's not much of a loss should they lose it either. The smoke now coming out, the bomb moving out, they're moving out onto the side. Bomb gets taken out by Trip, and Pups should be taken out through the smoke. Panther gets S'mores, and now it's all on Pups, and he's been spotted out. Not able to be taken down just yet. DJ Benny G finishing it up, and it's 13-7. Should see a buy coming out now from XVC, and this will most likely be their last chance before they go down here. Maybe the last gun round we do see. The AWP coming out onto Bop, the 2 M4s on S'mores and Pups. We'll see obviously Panther with the AK and Trip sticking with that UMP, doing amazingly well. Have a quick look at the scoreboard here. We do see these Subscript boys 19-9, 13-7, and a nice 16-11 on Benny. We do see 12-15, 9-16, and 6-17 on the XVC boys, so not too good for them in terms of picks, but you know, they're still trying to hold their own quite well. We will be seeing most pressure towards mid. Trip gets peaked, but not able to get tagged up there. Doesn't manage to tag up too much either, and Benny will actually take out Pups on that B site. Now they know that B site will be a bit more clear. They do know that there's only one person stacking here, and Trip will keep peeking and not able to get the kill onto S'mores, but S'mores will move towards this B site now. But Panther actually picking up the bomb. Bop still peeking mid. S'mores will be moving into vents here, but Benny has the advantage here should they flank around through the CT spawn, and we'll be trying to decide. Popping out mid, Panther actually gets picked off by Bop as well, and now it's all on Benny to finish this round off. He did have the advantage, but now whether they know where he is or not, I'm not too sure. As he comes out onto mid, bang! Picked up by Bop, gets the double kill, and this is bringing it back for XVC. Now we do see an AK onto S'mores, obviously picking that up. We see 2 AKs and the orb coming out. Easy full buy back for Subscript, but the score now at 13-8, bringing it back down to 5 rounds. We do see Bop obviously heading towards this A site, but Control going to be trying to go through mid again here. Trip trying to force this yet again. Panther will flash out, and we should actually see the Control could go either way here from the garage. You do see S'mores just sitting in the smoke there, and we've obviously got Panther peeking towards this A site. The bomb is actually, they've already managed to actually get out onto this A site without being spotted, I do believe. And Bop doesn't know that Benny G is there, but they are waiting for the peek here. And this could be close between S'mores and Trip, both of them holding that angle quite tightly. But Bop does manage to pick up Benny as he peeks out. Trip will get taken out, and now it's all on Panther holding that angle. The mid control has now gone, but he does get that pick onto Bop. And now he's got a slight advantage, but he doesn't know that he's being flanked here by S'mores. But S'mores may spot the bomb and just sort of hold this now. He knows that the bomb's down. He knows Panther's got to come back. He will get him out here. Catches him out. Picks up the kill. Double kill to S'mores. And now they're making a good comeback here. RXVC. We will see. Obviously, the buy still coming out yet again from this T side, so they are quite lucky. We will be seeing that coming out, and we will be looking to see what happens here. These mid control is seemingly a big thing here, but Bomb and everybody is moving towards this B site. They will peek out of the smoke. Almost shoots his teammate in the head there. Bit of a dodgy one, but actually getting taken out by Pups. Panther managing to pick him up, trading him out there. Now the bomb will go down, and we will be seeing the retake now having to come in from Bop and S'mores. They will get the flash out, and they will be looking to take this. We'll be seeing what happens here. I'm just sending out some tweets, and we'll see what actually comes out of this. But we do see the pick on from S'mores onto Panther. Now it's all up to DJ Benny to hold this side. Doesn't get picked up by Bop, so quite lucky there. Now S'mores on 9 HP, gets taken out by Benny, and now Subscript are within 1 point of the map here, and they could be quite lucky to take this. Scoreboard looking quite even for their team, and Benny actually holding quite far in the middle, sort of sticking it, and Panther relatively far well ahead with that AWP and AK setup that he's been playing with. Do see this bomb obviously rushing towards B yet again. I'm not too surprised about that. It is, you know, it's worked for them the last couple of times, and they will just rush this. There is nobody on B either. There's no B control for either team, well, for the CTs, but they're going to actually go for the boost here. They're going to know that there's nobody towards this site. Now this bomb could go down for free, but the vent does break. We will be seeing Bop coming up into heaven. We do see Pups freaking into vents, and now Benny may have actually spotted him out here. Does hear the vent blow. Panther picks up Bop, Benny picks up Pups, and now it's all on S'mores to finish this round off and try and pick up the triple kill, the ace and the defuse, which without a kit will be difficult. Panther picks up his second, takes out S'mores, and Subscript now on map point. So we'll probably be seeing the Force in here. We obviously see a good buy coming out for XVC. We do see AKs on the side of Subscript and the lovely M4s and one Themis coming out for XVC on their CT side. Relatively strong CT side from both teams, but just not good enough from XVC at the moment. We do need to see a bit of a step up now. Mid-control will go to Panther here. Manages to pick up S'mores. Amazing play there, getting that boost, and now it's basically Bop and Pups having to hold a site each and giving up that mid-control basically. Not going to see too much coming here, but Trip will be moving up into vents, and now sort of that site control has been given away by Pups. He does pop a flash out onto mid, but you know, they're already going onto this B site. This bomb could go down quite easily if they want. Pups will be rotating back around to B and may just catch them out here. May not be expecting this, but they will need to expect Bop here on a rotate. He will flash through the smoke. Turns out, does pop out and gets taken out straight away by Panther. Now, Panther's looking for an ace here. As soon as Bop does rotate around, he'll be looking for this. Now, the bomb will go down, and I'm going to have to call this right now. I'm going to have to say this is GG's to Subscript. There's not much of a chance that Bop stands here. Trip actually gets the first shots off, but gets the second, picks up Bop, and we are moving on to map number 2. See, an excellent play there from Subscript, and moving into map 2 now, we will be just waiting to see what's happening. Just waiting for these obviously to go through. I myself will be right back, and I'll be back with the next map in just a moment. welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to map number 2. You're joining me on Cobblestone. We do see Subscript on the CT side going into the knife round. We do see, obviously, XVC on the T side going into the knife round. Now, looking forward, sorry my voice, we are looking forward to a very good game here. And I do believe, obviously, Cobble was the pick of XVC, so we do have to remember that they do stand quite a good chance on this. Obviously it's their choice, and I'd like to see a very good game out of this. A nice close one. We did see, obviously, quite a close game coming out from the last map, but we will actually see XVC basically going down pretty hard in this knife round. Pups manages to pick up one, but all going in the way of the CTs, and I do believe they may most likely choose to stay on this. No, sorry, they'll actually change over to the T side, as I expected from most most people. But we will see this restarting, and getting into this round here, we do see most likely I'm going to get some armor coming out on this CT side. Yep, armor coming out on the CT side. Bit of utility and just a regular, basically nothing coming out. A bit of armor, sorry, on the T side as well now. So we'll be seeing a rush down B, coming down into the halls, into long, and we do see the smoke coming out, the flash popping out as well, and we're actually going to see Pups pushing all the way up through mid into the stairs, and may actually get a relatively good flank on them here. But Trip takes out Bop, first headshot, and S'mores in drop will be waiting, but Benny, they're out on site already. They just need to get this bomb down, but Pups already flanking around, actually been spotted out, manages to pick up Benny, faking the plant from Trip. Will be trying to get his pick, but now it's all on Panther to try and get the picks here. He's got to take out S'mores and Pups to get this anywhere near planted, and he's been spotted out by Pups. They will both peek him. He manages to take out S'mores, gets some shots off onto Pups, and now 35 health up against 36 health. Interesting to see what happens here. Whoever peeks first, all Pups has to do is hold out here. If he's able to actually hold out for 30 seconds, he might be able to make the run. But we're seeing the peek comes out, and Pups gets taken out by Panther. Panther had no right to win that in a 2v1, but somehow takes it back. And we do see the first round going to this T side. An AK coming out onto Panther, UMPs on Trip and Benny. And we will be seeing upgraded pistols, a little bit of armor on the CT side, forcing into this, trying to stop any momentum that Subscript would like to build up. Pushing down through into mid, coming up onto A site, coming straight up the stairs. They will smoke off, and that's an odd Molotov. Nice little bounce onto the roof there. Don't know how you managed to do that, but good on him. Trip with the nade, going for the Kobe, doesn't get anything, but S'mores picks up Benny, Trip picks up S'mores. Now it's all on Bop, up against Panther, up against, sorry, an AK and a UMP, and he's going to struggle here. Bop will actually just back away a bit, but may as well go for this. He's got nothing to lose at the moment. If he can pick up a weapon even better, but he will peek out. He gets his head blown off by Panther, and he will say, thank you very much, we'll take round number 2, and gonna see the UMP sticking on Trip. You may see Benny actually going for a Mac 10 instead. Pistols and a full eco coming out on XVC here. So, not a bad start to this game for Subscript, but obviously we did see quite a run from them in the first map, only to be sort of caught up a little bit by XVC coming around on the CT side. So, we do see this push, obviously, a bit more towards low. Oh, see the push into drop by Benny. Picks up the double, S'mores and Pups, and now all he has to do... Oh, Trip manages to take that final kill off of him. Gets the third, and now we should hopefully see XVC buying into this round with something nice, and hopefully the first gun round will come to something a little bit better. Now, we'll be seeing the bomb, obviously pushing towards B site again. We'll drop it, sort of waiting, but we do actually see that Panther is sort of waiting for anyone to push up this long sort of site, but Bop is only holding quite a way back. Do you see Trip is going to possibly push into drop here, but S'mores is holding a bit of a tight angle here. He's holding a tight angle in drop, but if Trip does flash out, He doesn't have advantage, but all he's got is actually a Molotov, so he will be coming straight down. He does get his head blown off, and S'mores will pick up one. Benny picks up S'mores. It's now a 2-on-2, but Benny is heavily tagged, and now, picking off, but Panther not able to get the shots off onto Bop. Now it's a 2v1. Benny not getting much luck here, somehow ending up heavily tagged and unable to do much. He will be waiting. Pups peeks out, gets his head blown off now, and now it's a 1v1. Bop on 15 health, Benny on 6, and now all Bop has to do is try and survive. Benny does not have the bomb. Bop does not know where the bomb is, but we'll be rotating, coming back up through mid, up the stairs, and we'll be looking to see what he can do now. Now he knows where Benny is. He gets the pick onto Benny. Nice shot. And we do see the first round going in favor of XVC. Now, we will see an AWP now onto Panther. We will see a mag going on to Small, so I will be expecting to see him sort of sitting in drop, sort of a close angle, holding that with his mag. I do believe we'll see probably Pups holding somewhere a little bit further back, but as I said, S'mores is holding that angle. We do see sort of looking up into drop. Chris may actually push through. There hasn't been a boost, so he's not got too much to worry about, but this push will be coming down through here. We will be seeing Panther sort of holding that angle. Not seeing too much actually happening at the moment. Coming out onto B main. Coming out onto the terrace. Benny is not going to push too hard. They do know that he's there. Trip is actually going to push out, possibly pushing out onto the site here, so not a bad little play. We will be seeing Bop obviously coming around. Going to rotate now. Trip manages to pick up Pups. Gets that first kill. Benny picks up the second. Trip picks up the third. It's all over, and the round will go in favor of Subscript, completely denying XVC any chance. Now we should see quite a buy, something coming out from XVC. We'll just see obviously a little bit coming out off Bob. The money not looking too good, $1,500 on Pups and S'mores, so they will be forced into a bit of a save. See the flash going out and everything going into drop, but this rush just coming straight out. Flash going out from Benny, pushing out onto the site, and Terrace is taking over. They're going for the boost here, but they've already gotten out onto site. They're basically behind, but that boost just might help them with obviously Pups coming from behind now. But whether they know he's coming, the bomb is not down yet, so Pups actually coming from behind gets the advantage, but not able to make much of it with obviously just the pistol. And now Bop will be looking to flank around, trying to get the trick on Trip. Gets a couple of shots off, doesn't manage to pick him up. Now it's all on S'mores in a 1v3, and he will be taken out very shortly, I do believe. Got the open Panther. He can just, tries to, I don't know if he's going for a jump shot there, but that was nice. Will pick him up, gets the tag, and now may as well just push out and die here. Panther actually getting taken out by S'mores, and Benny has to finish that off. They will pick the AWP back up, but a bit of a shame to see Panther going down to such a simple shot, I guess. Now, obviously, we are 7 rounds in, 5-1 up to Subscript. Now, obviously, they do only need this one map to take out the grand final, in which they will actually be winning. This is thanks to Echolan. They will be winning a $50 Steam card each, which is slightly a shame. You know, the Steam sales just ended as well, so a bit unlucky in that sense. But you know, you get that $50 Steam card, that's possibly a glove case at some point in time, knowing that the economy of CSGO is absolutely destructive. Now, we will be seeing obviously this push towards B main, but Pups actually takes out Trip, and not able to get the gun, I don't believe. Gets tagged down to 1, and just avoids the Molotov, and now even you could probably just smack him around the face with, you know, just a pinky, and it would kill him at the moment. But we're not going to see the pinky coming into this. It's basically a 2-on-2, but he does obviously have the advantage of still having a gun on him. Now, Panther's going to push out onto the terrace, gets spotted out, and Pups gets done by the fire from Benny. That's just a shame. Only needed the 1 HP. And now Panther will try and flash himself out here, trying to get the pick and keep an eye on the statue. But the push has come around, and now it should be all over. They can't do much. Bot picks up 1, and that's the team ace coming out from XVC, picking up their second round, and we should see a strong buy coming out here, but it hasn't affected the economy of Subscript just enough yet. Now, we will obviously see this split. They've not actually come down A long yet at all, so that's a bit of a surprise. We're seeing a lot of pushes towards B. Coming out on B main, we'll see DJ Benny G popping out. Obviously, actually, Molotov's his own teammate, stands in the fire himself. A bit of a stupid play there. He's got him tagged himself down to 31 health. And now, they've got a disadvantage in that sense, but Trip does manage to get that pick. And pushing it onto site, the bomb is on Panther. He can get this down. Has to focus on getting this down as well. They did have that chance in the last round, but didn't really take it. Flash will come out from S'mores, and they do know that the health will be low on a couple of these players. Bob does have an AWP, and this retake will be all it takes now. And Panther holding this corner very tightly. Will see S'mores peeking. Does get the advantage, takes him out. And now it's all on Bob with the AWP. Gets taken out by Trip, and that round will go back in favor of XVC, and that will not destroy the economy of XVC, but very unlucky in that sense that they're not able to build any momentum up into this. So we'll obviously see the AWP coming back out onto Panther. We do see pistols and basically a save on XVC here, and looking forward to whatever they can pull out. I do believe we could see a strong T side from XVC as well. A lot of these maps, when it becomes a 3v3, can go either way. Now we do see Pups, obviously Molotov not going outright, picking up by S'mores, Benny G picking up Bob, and Panther gets flanked up by S'mores, pushing up through that smoke, and just gets away with his life. And Trip pushing through, manages to get picked up by S'mores. Now it's a one-on-one, AWP versus AK, but he's picked up the bomb, and he's still going to go through drop. Whether he goes towards A site though, he does drop into drop, goes towards A site, but obviously S'mores has a slight advantage coming from behind him, and the HP is favouring Panther though, but he's obviously not expecting this. The smoke is in the doors, so the bomb will go down, and now all he has to do is hold this doors, and he pops through, gets popped by Panther, and another team ace coming out for Subscript. Well done, and 10 rounds in, 7-2 to Subscript. And we will be obviously seeing a relative buy coming up, 2 M4s and the AWP onto Bob. We're obviously not going too well, and they may try and hold these sites a bit more, but the bomb finally for once going down towards A long, so we're actually going to see these 3 CT players calling this wrong and actually going towards the B site, and assuming that Benny is able to make enough noise, they're going to get an easy plant over on the A site, and this couldn't end too well for them. We'll be seeing, obviously, Benny will make that bit of noise, he'll probably come out into drop, but Panther and Trip, they know this site's clear now, but Pups will be pushing back towards mid. They'll be coming up and seeing what he can get here. He's going to have to come out onto this A site at some point, but obviously the bomb is with Trip, and all he's got to do now is get onto this site, check the corners, and go, and he will check the corners. He'll get this plant relatively easy, completely uncontested, but now they've got the advantage of Benny flanking from behind as well, so now they've got 3 CTs that have to retake this site. They've got Benny, there's an advantage, coming back, he takes out S'mores, and now it's a 2-on-3, and it's 1 AWP and an M4. Benny is still flanking from outside, but Pups manages to pick up Trip with the headshot. Panther holding the angle, gets the pick onto Pups, and now all on Bob. May get the pick, but no, gets taken out by Benny with the flank, and 8-2 in favour of Subscript. Now, what they do with their money here will be quite important, because they do need to be able to afford to buy into the next couple of rounds. Should they lose this, they will be having a slight advantage. However, having lost the last 3 rounds, they'll be on around about a $2,400 to $2,900 win loss bonus, sorry. And the push towards A long again, but Panther might actually get spotted out. No, S'mores pops into smoke, he's not going to see anything, but we do see Pups actually pushing through mid and gets picked up by Panther. Now they're going to rush this A site, I expect, because they're not expecting too much resistance like last time, but Benny is still holding towards the connectors here and spots out S'mores, picks up the kill. It's all on Bob with the weight of the world on his shoulders. Now not only the weight of the world, but the weight of a Deagle and some nice 1-Deags that we'd love to see. I'd like to see 3 1-Deags just absolutely destroy them, but Trip will be looking out here. He'll be looking to try and make this a team ace, but it's not looking too good. He spotted him out. This should be the end for Bop in just a moment, but depending on what comes of this, he will pop open the connector, and Benny has an angle on him, and he's going to try and 1-Deag him. Not going to get it, but gets that one, and Bop! Oh, the disrespect from Trip going in with the knife on the team ace. Absolutely disgusting, but nice to see. Now we will be seeing the M4s coming out, the buy coming back in from XVC. The score is obviously 9-2, 12 rounds in, and this is almost an absolute whitewash here by Subscript, having a great start to this match. And unless XVC can have an amazing T-side, they're going to need to pull at least 2 more rounds back here. Small's actually pushing up onto the terrace, not going to be caught out there either, so quite lucky he's going to get that angle, but the bomb is obviously still sort of sitting around that B site, B halls. We'll be checking where this goes. Do actually now have both Bop and Pups holding that site, so quite unlucky for them that they should end up getting caught out, and we will end up seeing the push coming towards B site now. They're not expecting this now, I don't think, and we'll have to see what comes of this. Bop will actually rotate through mid now. They are seeing this execute coming out. We do have obviously S'mores holding that angle, but gets flamed out by Panther, and now it's all up. They can get this bomb down. Panther can plant this wherever he wants, and we do see Bop in drop, Bop in the drop. Pups coming through mid. We will see. He's going to bop in the drop. Benny takes out Bop. Trip takes out Pups. Another team ace actually coming out for the side of Subscript, and now 10-2 up. This could be all over before we know it. There may be a forced buy here from XVC. We may just see a full save yet again. We do see a pistol, a bit of armor coming out, upgraded pistol, so they can buy into the next round. And they really need to get a better performance out here. We've obviously got the AWP and 2 AK still sticking on that XVC side. But looking at the frags, I mean, 11-5, 14-6, and 8-3. They're just not dying at this Subscript side. But we do see, obviously, S'mores actually getting taken out. Trip taking out Pups, and now it's all up to Bop in drop. Gets taken out by DJ Benny G, and that was a quick round. 11-2, and this is an absolute annihilation by Subscript. Got a lovely little baby. Oh no, come on guys, don't be disrespectful. I don't want to see this. Panther, oh, they're going to be disrespectful here. They've got the guns out. They've got the, I don't know if I want to say it. They're just going to show some mad disrespect here anyway. But they will be rushing out onto this B site. The SG's coming out, just pounding away with the guns. They're going to be taken out by Bop, but Panther trades him back out. Benny is going to take a few pop shots at S'more, and S'more's actually taken out, and the round actually goes to XVC. They had no right to really win that up against the SGs, but the disrespect coming out from Subscript here is just unbelievable. They had no right to win that. They will stick with the M4s, and quite a lucky round there, but it's still going to bring back to 11-3. This is the final round. I'm slightly disappointed not to be seeing Negevs out here. I'd love to see the Negevs coming out. Would be a great start, but you know, don't quote me on that. We'll see. Obviously, slightly more of a split push here. We do see Panther holding sort of out long, but the only person on A site is Pups, who will be rotating through mid anyway. So they are expecting a B rush, but Benny will. Trip's already down and drop, manages to get the pick onto Pups. So now they do have a slight advantage here. It is the 2-on-1 now, because Trip will go down, obviously low HP. Now it's all up to Bop. They will rotate this bomb right back around to A site, and all Panther has to do here is hold this, wait for this rotate from Bop, and he'll be quite lucky. He can just hold this. He'll just be sitting and waiting, and gets a few shots off, and the half goes to Subscript, 12-3, and they need to pull something out here to make this comeback to XVC. Very unlucky at the moment, and were we playing like the format we had yesterday, these 12 rounds would all be over now. Now, in saying that, the scoreboard is up. We are seeing a relatively even share of picks, 16, 14 and 10 compared to the 8, 6 and 4, but nothing seems to be going right for XVC. We will be seeing a slightly, I'd expect to see quite a strong CT side from Subscript here. They obviously can, if they take the pistol round, they do stand a good chance of taking everything else as well. So I'll be quite interested to see with Bob having a bit of a gut bullet warfare there with Panther, but Panther will back off, and he's actually managed to tag Bob all the way down to 4 HP. Now they will rotate up through upper halls and see what they can get here, but Small's dropping into drop, and now we will actually see Trip holding the angle on drop, but obviously he's got his teammates coming back through, so they are just waiting for this push. Bob obviously quite low health here, so even just a single bullet will absolutely destroy him. Pups, yep, we see actually Smalls takes out Trips. Benny swaps him out for Smalls, but now obviously we got Bob on extremely low HP. We've got Panther rotating through mid, coming out onto the site here. Pups gets tagged down, and now all they have to do is get one bullet onto him, one bullet onto Bob, but Pups manages to pick up the kill there and gets the team ace for XVC, and that's a great start to the pistol round here. And we will see this going in favor of XVC, buying up into this round. The force coming out of Subscript, and we'll see UMP and a P90 actually on Bob. That's an interesting one. UMP and the MAC-10. So would love to see where this goes. CZ on Panther, a Shoddy on Benny G, and the Hondigs on Trip. Oh, the shotgun gets the double. Can he get the triple? No, doesn't manage to get it. Tags him right down to 1. Now it's all up to Bob with 1 HP and a dream. And not much hope, I have to say. Panther will turn. He should find him out here relatively soon. And what a shot. And oh, he's going for the knife. Doesn't manage to get it. Trying to show some mad disrespect to Bob here. But the shot should come through from Trip in a moment. He will spot him out. But Bob could actually do quite well here. If he doesn't give away his position, he might be able to get the rotate onto A site here and actually get the bomb down, which would be amazing. But Trip will pick up the shotty, so they're trying to go for the shotgun 3K overall here. We will see. No, Bob is actually rotating back around towards drop, and well, he should be going through mid doors, so he's got that to his advantage. He'll be seeing what he can get, and the bomb will have to go down on A site now. He's got nowhere else to go. He will be quite lucky here, but he will get the pop, get the drop, and now bomb goes down. Now, if he can hold this site quite well, he'll be doing good, but they should know that Bob is obviously tagged up very, very heavily, but should Trip actually not get the surprise on him, then we will see the advantage obviously with Bob. But P90 not the best at this sort of range. Even just one shot from Trip. Oh, the shrapnel doesn't manage to hit. Hits him with the second shot, and now the defuse comes in, and this will be 13-4 to Subscript, only needing 3 more rounds to absolutely take this map out and basically annihilate XVC from this tournament. Now Bob did go down, so we may see a buy coming out here from XVC. Whether we do or not, I'm not too sure. We'll have to check. But we do see obviously FAMS P90 and a UMP coming out on the CT side. And we will see the Galil, Deagle and a Tech 9 with a bit of armor buy on the T side. But Benny getting up into drop straight away. He's going to hold that off with a Molotov. And now they're expecting this B rush, and they aren't too far wrong here. They have got this under wraps, and Benny is actually tagged down quite a bit here, but he's still going to hold that angle quite well. We do see, obviously, bomb goes down. Pups actually get taken out by Trip, and that's a nice shot. We do see Trip, obviously, just keeping an eye out, holding the angle from the terrace, and he will be watching for the push, but we do have Smalls in drop. I do believe, obviously, Benny has backed away a little bit from drop, so bomb is now down in drop. Sorry, it's not in drop yet. It's taken down, but Bob not looking too good. Gets taken out by Trip. Galil is out, and now it's all up to S'mores up against 3 of these players, and he's not looking too good. The angle's being held. You've got Benny G holding that angle. Trip actually looking for an ace here, should he manage to pick up S'mores. And he takes 1 shot, takes 2 shots. If he can get the 3rd shot here, oh, can he pick him off? No, he gets his head blown off by S'mores. And now they know where S'mores is. He's going to rotate back around, but Panther coming through drop. We'll be keeping that angle held, just seeing what he can get here. Benny holding the B site, but There's not much in it for S'mores. He's got to get to a site and plant or take out both these plays. He's only got 20 seconds here, so he needs to manage his time very wisely. And we will obviously see Benny G. He's holding this angle, but now S'mores does have to come out here. He's only got a few seconds. He will go for the faking the plant. Now he's going for the actual plant. S'mores gets taken out. Benny G wins that. Now they are within 2 of taking out this grand final and winning basically $150 in Steam codes. So best of luck to them here. They only need these 2 rounds. They've got a nice buy, but we do see the money not looking too good on the T side. Bomb not going down, so not getting that extra $800. And now the P90, the Galil, the Deagle holding the dream here. And we've only got 2 Tech 9s and the Mac 10 on the side of XVC. We will be seeing what looks to be a long rush here, but it looks like Panther may have actually called some of this near mid, and should he actually catch them out as they push here, he just might get lucky, and he will see where they're coming from. They've managed to get out ahead of him, but manages to get the pick onto Panther. Now the rotate coming through from Benny G and Trip. Trip coming through mid doors, but Bop actually with the advantage. Guns, he does have the Galil now. Not managing to get too many shots off, so he will have a couple of pops. Bomb goes down, so he's just going to drop that, but he's got to try and avoid giving away too much information here. Trip going for a couple of digs there, not able to get them, but takes out Pups, takes out Bop. Now it's all up to S'mores to save this game here, and S'mores actually gets one. Now can he get Trip? Could get 1D, but no. Trips, he's got to reload here. Now he will get the peak. Now Trips has to figure out where he's going. He doesn't know that he's on top of the truck. Manages to take out Trip. 14-5, XVC trying to make a comeback here. And S'mores with the double. I'd love to see this comeback here. Bring it back to 15-all and let's see an overtime. Just been told we don't want an overtime apparently, which is a bit of a disappointment. I think we do want to see a team win this outright, which if XVC are able to win the next 11 rounds, we can definitely see a 16-14. Now, we do see them pushing sort of through mid and long, but we will see them more rotating down through lower halls towards the B site instead. Panther actually pushing up long now as well, so they're going to know that this is obviously going almost entirely towards this B site now. He's got the information he needs, and 1, 2, and 3 all pushing, coming into B main. Not going to hold that just yet. Drop is being monitored relatively closely by Benny G. He's holding that close angle with a Mag 7, so he'll be quite lucky there. Panther and Trip both with the Deagles, so I may have spotted there. Spotted out Bop, and we will be looking to see what comes of this. And actually rushing down through B main. First shot's coming out, and goes for the knife, but Benny manages to take him out and gets that second. Panther with the digs, Trip with the dig, team ace, and now Subscript are on map point, match point, and game point. Now, what do we see here? We do see an AK coming out on Pups, but the buy is just not good enough here. And XVC are struggling. Very difficult here for them to make a comeback. And what we're going to see here, looks like a B stack yet again. They're going to rush towards B. May get a player into drop, I'm not too sure, but the Flames will stop that down just a little bit. We are also going to see the bomb going onto the back here, but just holding chicken coop here. Benny and Panther just sort of holding from the coop, but the bomb will rotate a bit further back around, and we will actually be seeing Benny G holding in the... That's okay, interesting hold in chicken coop. A site is basically clear here, but as soon as they give this away that they're not coming out onto the B site and that bomb goes down, I'd say the advantage will still be with the CTs once that bomb is down, because they do have the better weaponry. Obviously only the AK on S'mores to actually hold this, and nobody's gonna... I don't know why he's faking the plant there. They know the site is clear, there's no chance. And the pick coming straight out. Trip gonna get a couple of nades off, trying to get the damage done. But now we're gonna see Pups actually coming around the back. Will be firing through, gets taken out. Bob goes down, picks up Benny G, and now Panther versus S'mores in a 1v1. Panther with the AK, S'mores with an AK, both on 100 HP. Panther looking for the ace and the round win, but Panther now knows where S'mores is and will not take him out. The round goes to XVC. Very well played there. And we will be still seeing them on match point. but the buy will come in from Subscript, and it shouldn't be too bad for them here. Should be quite easy, and they're not looking bad. We'll see 2 AKs out on the side of XVC, and still a Galil coming out onto Bop. We do see a scout on Benny. We've not actually seen an AWP much throughout this entire series. We saw it a little bit on Cash, not coming out too much on Cobble, and now obviously Panther bringing on the Deagle. Trip on that lovely Mag 7 again, but not actually holding the close angle towards mid more so than in the drop. The bomb, they are taking this a bit slower. They know they need to be a bit more careful and try and win this round with actual strategy more so than just a bit of a rush and some luck. But Benny is holding that tight angle, looking down B main, but he's going to peek away just at the wrong time. He will throw this smoke down, but S'mores may get the better of him here. He knows the smoke's coming, and now, he gets picked through the smoke. What a tap from Benny, and now S'mores has to back off. He's tagged down to 30. This bomb will be moving towards long. Trip is still holding through mid, and he's holding in close, so there is a chance he could get the surprise out on these players as they push, and they will be pushing, and Mag 7 will get one pick. Trip aiming for the second, doesn't manage to get it, but now 2 dinked players down. The bomb on Panther is actually going to get tagged up as well on A site as he tries to come around, but now this bomb could go down. It may not. S'mores down on 1 HP. Very close hit. Unlucky for him. And now he takes down Panther. Now it's up to Benny G. He's only got 2 kills to get here, but they are 2 players. 1 tag down very low. Benny not able to get that, but now 6 HP. Gets the first pick. All up to S'mores. All up to Benny G. He's done it. He gets the defuse here, and it is all over. Congratulations to Subscript, taking out map 2, taking this out 2-0, and congratulations taking home that $150 in Steam vouchers. Very well played and amazing to see from these boys. Do believe we have the GGs going out. The handshakes will be coming around shortly for these boys, but very much congratulations to Subscript. Amazingly well played, taking this round out 16-6, and a slightly closer one obviously on Cash, but we will be leaving you right now. Echolan has been amazing. We've seen some great CSGO games, we've seen an amazing tournament, and my name has been Nutters, and I will be seeing you guys later.